Look who joins last minute.
Perfection.
11, make a wish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, how nice is
My
that?
wish
How
is
you-
Lonzo Ball to play basketball again.
Oh.
A lot of people wish Lonzo Ball would play basketball again, bud.
But unfortunately, I'm not going to play next year.
Well, we got a bunch of things to talk to you guys about today. Welcome to the NBA show. I am Cyro Asseo, joined by the legal eagle himself, Luke Premierza, and then Mr. Golf Balling, Jackson Elstro. How are you doing, big boss?
I'm good. I'm about to go get a haircut. It's getting a little too long.
It's
I
getting a
understand.
little too long.
Yeah.
Your hair doesn't seem that long. Oh, wow. Never mind.
I mean, Luke, anybody's hair seems long.
I know.
compared to
Everybody's
yours.
here doesn't seem too long to me. But that's
fuck.
everybody's here doesn't seem too long to me. So I
But
don't know
we
what
got-
the fuck long hair is.
But today we got a bunch of things to talk about. I want to talk about it's free agency time, guys. We're 2 days away, 2 or 3 days away from free agency and the legal tampering period. So why not go ahead and talk about which of these people are going to be, the most sought after? Because let's be honest, this is a terrible free agency class.
Oh my god, this class sucks. But I think because of ever since the Kevin Durant fiasco, teams are like more inclined and more incentivized to not let their best players reach free agency and then
Or
just
even the
trade
role
them.
players.
Yeah, anybody, because they don't want to lose them for nothing. So teams are way less inclined to let their guys' contracts go down and walk. If they can't reach an extension, they'll just trade them. So, like, we're reaching the point now, at least we have seen it over the last few years since the KD shit, that the free agent classes are getting worse and worse because nobody wants to let their guys leave for nothing.
No, I agree, and it's not even about leaving the guys for nothing, and it's not even if they want to keep those guys. They're like, we're just going to
Trade
resign
'em.
you and trade you at the deadline.
Yeah, because you get something for it. It's better than not getting anything. The Oklahoma City Thunder were a 3-1 blown lead away from the NBA Finals, which they probably would have won, and then they lost their best player for nothing to the team that beat them. Like that, teams are scared of that happening now.
Or another one is the fact that
I guess Kyrie in Boston is another one.
Well, I was going to say the other thing I wanted to bring up was literally there is like a dark like shot in the dark that the Wizards re-signed Kyle Kuzma because all the team that can pay him the most are bad teams, okay? Like not championship teams. The only team that could be close to considering a championship contender is the Kings. And they're not going to give him the money he wants. They're going to give him close to it, but they're not going to give him what he wants. If he really wanted to get paid, his best chance is to get paid by the Wizards, and they ask for a trade at the deadline. Is that
What
wild?
does he want to get paid?
He wants over $20 million a year, but I've heard he's between 13 and 20. He's probably going to get like 15, 17.
That's an absolute steal.
Yeah, that's not a bad.
Aaron, I'm telling you, he's an Atlanta Hawk. I really think he's an Atlanta Hawk. If that's the case, Atlanta would pay him. I think Atlanta would pay him, and I think he'd want to play for Atlanta. I don't know how no team would pay him more than Washington. That shocks me. He's a good player.
No,
I had a good year last year.
The Rockets would pay Kyle Kuzma over 20 a year. I would imagine.
But Kyle Kuzma wants to play for a team that's going to win a championship.
Atlanta's not that team, though.
Yeah, so
I agree.
Yeah, so go to Houston.
So I mean, I think if he had to choose between Atlanta or Houston, he's taking Atlanta because they're closer to winning it than Houston is. No offense to Houston. And it fits, dude, he fits perfect in Atlanta. Next to either Onyeka Okongwu or Clint Capella. Then if you keep DeAndre Hunter or if you have AJ Griffin or I'm literally blanking on the guy they drafted this year. They drafted Kobe. And
just put Kuz at 4 and Hunter at 3.
That's what Floyd just said.
And that's your lineup. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a bad lineup.
You got
Especially,
DeJounte
even
Murray.
if they trade DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin.
The
Still
thing
works.
is, as a Wizards fan, can I tell you this? The problem with Kyle Kuzma, as much as I love Kyle Kuzma, I got to see Kyle Kuzma up close for a year and a half. Like I was one of probably 5 people watching every Wizards game this past year and a half. And Kyle Kuzma, let's say there's a great quote from John Hollinger. In a 13-game span, 4 of those games, he will look like an all-NBA, all-star level player. Like 4 out of those 13 games, you will literally be like, holy fuck, Kyle Kuzma is him. Then there will be a 4 or 5 game stretch where he'll be like above average. And then there'll be like a 3-game stretch where like Kyle Kuzma just disappears. And you're just like, and that's like every like 2 weeks, what you go through with Kyle Kuzma. Insane stretch, above average stretch, disappear. Insane stretch, above average stretch, disappear. And it's like, he's awesome and stuff. Like, granted, we've only seen him in playoff basketball with the Lakers. And,
Oh,
Yeah.
crunch time.
Yeah. So, like,
Meaningful.
granted, like, this is what I saw with, like, with the Wizards was, again, mediocre basketball. And the only other time he was able to do this was on the bad Lakers before LeBron came. So, what is Kyle Kuzma really? Probably the guy we saw in the Lakers when they were winning championship. That 13.
Yeah, but like that guy, the year before like they won the championship or whatever, dude, didn't he had like, what did he average, like 18 a game or something, or like
And
19
he averaged
a game or
20
something
a game,
his second
and
year?
he averaged 20 a game this year. But the thing is that he doesn't do it consistently. He's streaky. Kyle Kuzma's problem is he's a streaky player.
I know, but he's
On
never
both
had a
ends
season.
on-
He's never had a season where he averaged less than 13 points a game, and that was that Lakers season where he was a backup behind like their 2 bigs for most of the year. So like, his worst, at worst, he's gonna get you 13, 14 a game.
I love Kyle Kuzma, but like right here, Aaron Barnes, I would love him on the Atlanta Hawks. I think he'll probably go to the Kings or some dark horse team that pays him.
Why would he go to the Kings?
Because he replaces Harrison Barnes and he's perfect.
And then he plays next to Sabonis.
Yeah,
Harrison Barnes
I
is
like him
staying
better
on
in
set.
Atlanta. I think he's a better fit in Atlanta.
because
Next to Onyeka
with the Kings,
Okongwu
they
or
can
Capella.
run the De'Aaron Fox, Herter, Keegan Murray, Kyle Kuzma, Sabonis lineup.
Yeah, that front court defense is not good though.
Oh, that's gonna be. But like over here,
The Kings' problem was defense. So signing Kuzma to slide next to a lineup that already sucks on defense and would have even more front court defensive problems. I don't know. Atlanta seems like a better fit
Kyle
than
Kuzma
Sacramento.
would stun Jalen Johnson's growth, though.
Who
So
cares?
what? So what?
Okay.
And the Kings, Harrison Barnes will be on the Kings.
Yeah, Aaron, Kings will never do defense. That is right. They would never do defense, even if
Mike
fell in
Brown's
their
a
lap.
defensive coach.
Yeah, but their defense was fucking awful last year. And signing Kuzma doesn't
Forgot
exactly
about
help
the
that.
Jazz. Wow,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Kings are prime
No,
reporters.
Kyle Kuzma would go to the Jazz because it
contenders.
doesn't make sense anymore. Before the John Collins trade, hell yeah, made sense. But now with the John Collins trade, I think the Jazz are set on their front court. They might sign a backup center at this point. But besides that, I don't see them adding any power forwards or any other bigs. They're probably going to add wings and guards. But I agree with Barton that like Jalen Johnson has higher potential.
Ooh,
than
you know
Kuzma.
the perfect fit?
Does he? We're still
Oh,
waiting
you know
on
the
him,
perfect
man.
fit for Kyle Kuzma? Oh, my
Kuzma
goodness.
was already better at this time than Jalen Johnson was in year 2. So
Yeah,
we'll just leave
I
it
don't-
at
But
that.
Jalen Johnson had Nate McMillan who wouldn't play him for
It's
a year and a half.
Yeah, I'm still. If you're
And
the
Kuzma
Atlanta
got
Hawks,
moved to
you're
the bench
taking
under Frank
Kyle
Vogel.
Kuzma. You're taking Kyle Kuzma over Jalen Johnson.
Can Jalen Johnson beat Kyle Kuzma? That's the question.
That's
Johnson's
a
a way
great
better ball
question.
handler.
That is a great question.
But is his ceiling
Kyle
better than
Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma? 20 points a
Defensively,
game?
yes.
20
No,
points a game, though.
I think he's
Mhm.
I think Jalen Johnson is a more athletic, better potential Kyle Anderson.
That's still not better than Kuz, though.
That's nowhere.
But I don't know.
close
I
to
think
what
they
he
both
is.
have the same value, maybe.
No.
Jalen
no.
Johnson
Who's
averaged
more of a
11
winning
points
player?
that dude.
I guess Kyle Anderson hasn't won shit, but like, and Kyle Kuzma has a championship ring.
Jalen Johnson is a 28% three-point shooter for his career.
I
He
know.
only averaged 11 in college. The perfect fit for Kyle Kuzma is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
how does that? So you make him a small forward then? When we've seen that Kyle Kuzma shouldn't be a small forward.
Well, they might trade Jared Allen.
Well,
I don't get that. Are
They might trade Jared.
I think they just want
Jared
Evan
Allen.
Mobley full. I think they just want to get more versatility in their lineups and having a bunch of 7-footers who
Get rid
you have to worry about switches. I don't think they should get rid of Jared
Are we
Allen.
switching the topics right now? Or are we still on the Kyle Kuzma right here?
We're still on Kuzma.
Okay.
I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to trade Jared Allen.
So let's predict this right here. I want to hear Jackson. Where do you think Kuzma goes? And then I'll hear Luke.
Los Angeles. But I'll go Atlanta.
You go Atlanta?
I think Los Angeles.
I think Atlanta and from a basketball standpoint, I think of the teams that we've talked about so far, I think Atlanta probably makes the most sense for Kuzma. From a basketball standpoint. I don't know if that's where he's going to go, but I'm going to say Atlanta just because.
All right. And I'm trying to see if there's a NBA free agency odds right here for Kyle Kuzma. So let's see. Do you guys want to hear what sportingnews.com says for Kyle Kuzma?
Kings are the favorite?
Lakers.
I will tell you in a second if the page wants to fucking load. It's not loading.
Pistons? Why don't the Pistons go for him?
Okay, I'm trying to...
Doesn't fit their timeline?
Dude, this is terrible. I just want to...
Neither does Bogdanovich.
Yeah.
I mean, so I just heard that there's a possible Harrison Barnes, All right, we're hearing from Clutch Points that the Mavs and Cavs are favored to sign. Currently, betting favorites are the Dallas Mavericks and Cleveland Cavaliers to sign Kyle Kuzma. I personally think Kings, and I kind of agree, Hawks are a dark horse for Kyle Kuzma. I think the darkest horse is him staying with the Wizards if he truly wants the bag, because this might be the last time Kyle Kuzma can ever get paid.
But I thought he wants to be where he's wanted.
His next contract is going to be he's going to be over 30.
And LA and New York.
I know, but the thing
Chicago and Miami.
Luke just said it. His
next contract, he'll be over 30. He's 28, he's turning 28.
And
I thought KP and Kuzma wanted to be wanted.
And Wizard,
that was before.
You want to be wanted.
That was
if you want to be wanted, you stay in Washington.
There's been so many people who've been giving me flack for my previous reporting on that Kristaps and Kuzma were going to stay. That was under another regime. Okay, it should be apparent that.
Well, yeah, you just said it the whole year, and I
because
disagreed with you the whole year.
But that's before we knew Tommy Shepard was going to be fired.
Yeah, and that was before the tank.
Yeah, before the tank, they had made it crystal clear. They made it very clear that it seemed
tanking for about a decade, though.
No, they haven't been tanking. They've been avoiding tanking for a decade.
Yeah, we're now going to tank.
Average. Now they're actually going to do what they should have done 5 years ago, and tank.
Yeah, but this whole year we were given the idea that Tommy
they were going to keep Bradley Beal, and that they were going to run it back with a meh team that missed the play-in.
They didn't change their thoughts until April, May.
That's why the Bradley Beal trade happened so late.
And even before they hired this guy, they didn't even ask. It still seemed like, whoever comes in is probably going to keep this team together. But with that being said, I think Kyle Kuzma, if he wants the bag, he could stay with the Wizards, because the Wizards would be like, we'll give you the bag and then we're just going to trade you and by the deadline. Which you'd be like, okay, there could be, that's a very small chance, but I think Cavs or Mavs. Who the fuck is Cat Stevens?
Singer.
The Kings are. Hey, what's
Singer,
up, Jared?
Bro? Look him up. Look up an old picture of Cat Stevens.
The Mavs make a lot more sense.
His hair's longer than yours, but still.
The Mavs are actually a perfect fit.
I agree.
I would love him in Dallas.
Yeah.
The Kings make absolutely zero sense. That would be a huge mistake, I think, unless they planned on signing Dylan Brooks and Brook Lopez and Kyle Kuzma.
I do kind of look like Cat Stevens, but I agree. Okay, Jackson, Cavs, Mavs, Kings. I agree. I think out of those three teams, the Mavs make the most sense. You throw them power.
Yeah,
Mavs, Cavs, Kings.
I agree in that order. I just get scared with the Cavs that if they don't trade Jared Allen, we're going to see a lot of Kuzma at the 3. And like it's not there's no problem with Kuzma playing the 3 in a limited span, but if he's playing the 3 regularly,
He's not Lowry Markkinen, man.
yeah.
He's not Lowry Markkinen.
He's a
You don't want him
combo
to-
forward.
You don't want him to play at the 3 30 minutes a night. It's not really a recipe for success. Lowry Markkinen could do it. Kuzma, I don't think so.
I think the Mavs is the best fit because he'd play power forward.
Yeah.
I think the Mavs is the best fit. And then I think I go Mavs, Kings, Cavs. I flip-flop the Cavs. I just think that I know the Kings would play him at the 4. I know the defense would be terrible for that team, but like
at least they had they were like the 28th ranked defense last year.
They just happen to have one of the best offenses in the history of the league, so kind of helped them out a little bit. I don't know if that's going to – they're due for some offensive regression, though. There's no way they can be that good all year on offense. So I think the Kings got to look for some defensive specialists. I don't think that Kuzma is where the Kings can improve to take that next step to not get beat in the first round. So, I mean, Kuzma's great, but I just think he fits better in like Dallas or Atlanta.
He's more good than great. If he was great,
yeah,
then they'd make it work.
Yeah, it'd make it work. He joins the Kings. Let's say Harrison Barnes leaves and Kuzma goes in the door. I don't really think they get much better. I think they're probably the same team they were last year, which is a playoff team, but that playoff team lost in the first round and they need defense real bad.
I think Brook Lopez is perfect.
So guys, do you guys
for Sacramento?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He'd be perfect.
That's a great fit for the Kings.
I don't think have to be a backup.
Yeah, and I don't think he's gonna leave. And he's not going to go there if he leaves. So
I don't think he thinks he's a backup yet.
No, he doesn't. And he hasn't. He's earned that right. He's a starter. So
okay, so right here, guys, would you rather see top free agents by position or top free agent ranking in general?
Let's just do ranking in general. This free agent class sucks anyway. So
is Brook Lopez a Hall of Famer?
No.
If he won Defensive Player of the Year, that case could have been a little bit more.
He's a one-time All-Star, man.
And made an All-Star.
It's one time.
All right. So here we got ourselves.
Sidney Moncrief barely made it in the Hall of Fame. And that dude was a 5-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, and he barely made it.
All right, guys. Right here we have ourselves the top free agents, top free agents in this year's free agency. James Harden. Either Philadelphia or Houston, right? We're in agreement with that.
Yeah, there's really no other team that's going to sign him. And even though he's the best free agent in this class, technically, there isn't really a huge sweepstakes to get him because there's only 2 teams that have a chance. So
well said. So Kyrie today came out is expected to re-sign with Dallas.
Again, similar situation to Harden, except there's no player option. But still, again, we've kind of been expecting him to re-sign with Dallas for the last few months. I don't really there isn't really a big sweepstakes to get him. So the best 2 free agents in this class just don't have many teams going after them.
Kristaps Porzingis opted in, so he's not in there.
Yeah, so he's not going to be there. VanVleet is the best free agent in this class.
In terms of that
realistic, who can if multiple teams getting him.
I don't think he's staying in Toronto. We agree on that, Jackson, Luke?
Yeah, he's probably not going to stay
in Toronto.
Do you think he is?
I think so.
I think if the Rockets miss out on Harden,
I think
he goes there.
We've heard Orlando and OKC as dark horses.
We've also heard a lot of Houston being touted around with veterans, including VanVleet. So
I know that OKC
$40 million.
And OKC, Houston, and Orlando are 3 teams that want VanVleet basically to be like the vet in the room with experience and to help the young guys in terms because all 3 of those teams have young guards. And my assumption is VanVleet would be like a mix of a starter / 6-man. But TP, the Canadian.
Yeah, he's going to be in Toronto. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think Houston, though. And I think he's a great fit in Houston. Now, the contract might be a little bit of an overpay. I think it probably will be. Whichever team signs him is going to end up paying a little bit more than they should to get him. but he's a great fit for Houston. It all like if some team that it's not that like he's a bad fit for ends up signing him, like the Magic, I don't think he should go there. I don't think that's a good way to spend their money when they have a bunch of guards already. I mean, Cole Anthony's probably on his way out the door considering the draft, but I think Van Vliet to Houston makes more sense than any other team.
I agree. I'm right now trying to find the betting odds for Fred VanVleet on where he could land. Like, what do you guys think in terms of Fred VanVleet? Like, who's a dark horse to get Fred VanVleet if you had to choose? Because he's also kind of regressed. He kind of
Rockets, 76ers, Bulls, Clippers among possible landing spots is what I just looked up and saw.
I don't get how the Clippers could get him.
No, it doesn't make sense to me at all.
Norman
Van
Powell
Vliet
trade.
next team odds, according to the Toronto Star, is the Raptors are the favorites, followed by the 76ers and the Magic, Bulls, and Rockets.
Yeah, I was about to say Raptors even, Rockets, Sixers, Bulls, Clippers, Mavericks, Lakers, Heat, Suns, Magic. So
I guess if they miss Harden, I guess if the Sixers don't get Harden.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know how the Bulls would sign him. I guess they would have to do a trade. Clippers would have to clear up cap, and the Mavericks would be if they somehow Kyrie leaves, is what I'm saying here on Sportsline. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting. And if that happens, what are you going to say, Jackson?
Give him 4 years, $100 million.
If
I'm the Raptors,
he's gonna get more. I think
if VanVleet does leave,
he's gonna he could realistically get like 4-120.
I know. And what?
The only team that's going to offer him 4-120, I think, would be Toronto.
Houston too.
No, Houston.
Yeah.
Not, no.
Oh yeah. They have a bunch of guys on cheap. They have a bunch of guys on
No.
cheap deals.
No.
My
4 years
is,
from now, we're going to have to pay like 5 rookies.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's gonna leave. But
listen to these
now,
deals.
No, because what you would do if you're the
no
if
one's
you're
saying
the
it's a
Rockets
good
is
idea.
You'd pay him 2 years, $70 million, probably.
Yeah, that's fine. $30 million a year. You pay him, or you pay him 3 with
30,
an option.
Yeah, 35. Yeah, a 3-year contract with a team option is fine.
I don't think Van Vliet's going to have a team option in his contract, though.
I think.
But why
listen
doesn't
to this.
Toronto? Who else is who's running
He
point
would.
guard for Toronto?
He would. It would be a 3+1. It would be a 4-year deal with the 4th year being a player option with the guaranteed money going down, probably because of a player of his age. And I honestly think if he leaves Raptors, he would do the Raptors a solid and agree to a sign and trade. And I think if you do a sign and trade for Fred VanVleet, I think it'd either be to Houston or Orlando, because Orlando would probably be like, here's Gary Harris and Jalen Suggs or Cole Anthony. So then that way Toronto isn't left handicapped without a point guard. Or if you do it to the Rockets, they probably would do here's KPJ and maybe somebody else for Fred VanVleet. That way it frees up a guard spot in Houston and they move off of KPJ's money, which isn't guaranteed, which Toronto would probably love.
No shot in hell. Re-sign him, 4 years, $100 million, player option, and go trade for Norman Powell.
So you're saying I don't know if you can trade for Norman Powell because you traded Norman Powell to the Clippers. I think there has to be an X amount of time before you can do that.
It's been over a year.
It's been a year and a half. It's been over a season.
Is it one season you have to do? Is it one season?
I think it's at least one season. If it's 2 seasons, then he's like almost there, and at the deadline he will be.
Because I know
it's not 2 years. They can trade for Powell.
Because I know
it's been a year.
Because even if he was cut, I think they can't even sign. There's like a whole season or 2 season window that even if the player's cut, he can't return to that team until X amount of time.
I don't think that applies anymore.
He's been gone for over a year.
But I'm going Toronto, Houston, Orlando.
So Chris Middleton's staying in Milwaukee.
Yeah, probably.
Draymond is staying in with the Warriors unless Sacramento or Portland.
Or Utah.
No, Utah wouldn't anymore with the John
Utah pulled out. Utah pulled out because I saw they were. I mean, he's staying in Golden State. So
or going to Sacramento or Portland.
I doubt either of those happen, but
yeah, they'd have to,
especially because Jordan Poole is gone.
Yeah. Jeremy Grant's staying in Portland.
Yeah.
Vooch, is he supposedly 3-year, 55 to 65 million?
I really like that. Real quick, what Zach said. I was thinking about that the other night. Freddie to San Antonio makes a lot of sense to me too.
It does, but I feel like there's just other guards on the market that they would rather.
That are cheaper.
Who? Pat Bev?
They could probably call up the Wizards and make a pretty compelling offer to get Tyus Jones off the Wizards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like or like go out and get Mike Conley from like the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Conley would be cool.
Yeah,
But
Van Vliet's
they
going to be the most
traded for him for a
expensive, but he's
reason.
also going to be the best. So
Well, I'm just saying I think the Spurs aren't the type of team that handicap themselves to 120 million.
yeah, exactly. And they're not going to handicap themselves to the contract right now. The
The-
Rockets
they-
totally would, though. The Rockets totally would do that.
The Spurs would be a team that would trade for a veteran point guard like Mike Conley who has a year or two left on his contract.
Yeah.
So that when they're
I see
their
you
rookie
shaking your head,
contracts,
Jackson. You know the
He's-
Rockets are. You know the
They're
Rockets are
not
stupid.
giving him 4 years.
You know they're.
No,
you know
they're
they're
not.
stupid enough too.
No, they're
you know they're
not.
stupid enough
No,
to do
they're
that.
not.
Yeah,
They're
you do.
not.
You know the
They
Rockets
just
are dumb
drafted Cam
enough to do
Whitmore
that
at 20.
because he was
EPJ,
available. The
we-
Rockets are dumb enough to do that. You know they are. They're the
Timberwolves
Rockets, bro.
will not trade Jaden McDaniels. He's untouchable with Anthony Edwards. They're considered kind of like the new cornerstones as Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. It's not that they're listening to calls, but they're open to calls for both of those guys. Now, Vooch, we're hearing
Get Gobert up out of there. Get
No,
Gobert up out of
we
there.
kind of would have to double down just trade Towns because we'd get more value returned for Towns.
Well, yeah, but get Gobert up. Get Gobert the fuck up out of there, man.
But Nikola
sucks.
Vucevic is looking at a 3-year, $55 to $66 million deal. You know, the Bulls are rumored the team that he's going to give a hometown discount. And I guess before the Kristaps trade, Vooch was there. But I still want the Celtics to somehow get Vooch. Imagine Vooch and Kristaps next to each other.
Why?
Why?
Why do we want
Kristaps would be the rim
Why?
protect. So much three-point shooting. Double down on the three-point shooting.
I
You
guess.
put 5
bro.
out.
We already. What the fuck do you do with Robert Williams, bro? We already have Robert Williams.
Robert Williams would be whatever you need Vooch just on the floor. Because think about it. Vooch would always have a defensive guy next to him, either Kristaps or Bob.
Yeah, but we're not gonna. Bro, we
Vooch
just paid
is your Al
Porzingis this-
Horford. Vooch
We
is your
just-
Al Horford.
Yeah, except he's gonna
replacement.
he's gonna be getting paid like $20 million a year.
No,
we don't
no.
want to pay $20 million a year for last year's Al Horford's production. I'm
What if
sorry,
you
we
get
don't
it-
want to
what
do
if you
that.
What if you get a 3-year, $55 million deal?
I don't know, bro. We spent so much money on Porzingis just now. We kind of need it.
What about Vooch? What if sign and trade Vooch for Al Horford?
Al Horford's so much cheaper right now. Well, I mean, he's still Al Horford and he kind of sucks right now. But I don't want Vooch. I don't fucking want Vooch, okay? I'm not going to give Vooch $60 million a year. That's not a good idea.
Not 60 a year. It's 3 years, 60
55. Oh, no, dude. No. Fuck no. We don't want Vucevic.
Jackson,
We just
what's
we
your
just
thoughts?
we just got Porzingis, bro, and he
He's a
just
bull.
opted into his massive contract. Vucevic is a Chicago Bull.
Give him
Okay.
3 years, 60. I don't really care. Just bring him
Yeah.
back.
Brooke Lopez stays with Milwaukee, or do you guys
Yeah.
think he goes?
He's not leaving. Milwaukee's
But
running
did-
it back.
But at the same time, Brooke Lopez kind of handicaps them on defense
Does he?
Why
because
is
he's not
that?
versatile. He's just a drop coverage big.
What?
He's
So they
just
don't-
he's just an amazing defensive big. Well,
They
he's
only
not as
were
good as he was 3
they
years
only
ago,
won
but-
a ring and were the 1 seed last year.
I love Brooke Lopez, but what I'm saying is he limits them on defense.
He's still so good defensively.
still so
though,
good,
as a big
but-
dude. They're not like Brooke Lopez is staying in Milwaukee. Brooke Lopez is good.
I would not want to pay Brooke Lopez more than what Robert Williams is making.
Ooh, I would.
He
I
can
don't
shoot.
really
though.
know what Robert
He
Williams
He
offered
can
me
shoot
last year.
though. Robert Williams can't shoot. Brooke
I-
Lopez can shoot.
Can I explain this? So listen to this. All right, Brooke Lopez can't switch onto the perimeter, so he gets exposed by teams that go 5 out.
Okay, yeah.
But then
Aaron,
Robert Williams is
Aaron,
gonna
you're
get
right.
exposed
Hey,
when
Aaron, you're
teams go
right. He led the
small.
league in blocks. He led the league in
Actually,
blocks.
Jared
last year.
Jackson Jr. did.
No, total. Not per. Aaron Jaren Jackson missed time. I think Aaron's right. I think total blocks Brooke Lopez led. Because Triple J missed time.
Yeah, he led it.
Yeah, he led in total blocks. Yeah, total blocks.
By four. Jared Jackson Jr. played less games and had 4 less
I know.
blocks than Brooke Lopez.
That's what I said.
And
Yeah, but who led
Claxton
the-
also had 4 less blocks.
Yeah, but who led the league in blocks though? Total
Brooke
blocks.
Lopez. But I'm saying,
Exactly.
wouldn't you? Nick Claxton is better defensive big and has more value than Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, but Brooke Lopez can shoot though. So does
I'd
he?
rather
Does,
have Brook.
does Claxton have more
love Brook.
value? Does
I
Claxton have
love
more
Brook.
value? Because Brook can shoot, dude. Brook is one of the best shot blockers in the league, and he can fucking shoot.
Brook almost
Robert
won
Williams can't
decoy.
do that. Claxton
just
can't do
saying-
that.
He in the playoffs is a liability because that's when teams go 5 out, and he
They won a
can't-
championship with
Yeah, I
him,
know.
man.
Well, they won a championship because of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Brook
Well,
Lopez
they won a
was
championship
one
because
their-
of Chris Middleton.
Brook Lopez is one of their best players.
So-
Just stop with the Brook. Stop playing devil's advocate here, Cyro.
All right, we're not going to go into this Kyle Kuzma thing again.
He wants to be wanted, so he's staying in Washington.
Jakob Poeltl, we're hearing that he's expected to re-sign with the Toronto Raptors at $20 million a year, so like 4-year, 80.
Sheesh. I mean, it doesn't make sense for the Raptors to let him leave. So
D'Angelo Russell, his betting odds at one point were the Phoenix Suns were the favorites to get it.
that's not happening.
Do you think he stays in LA, ice
No.
in the veins, or do you?
What are his
think-
other favorites?
Actually,
I don't know. What is D'Lo at this point? Is D'Lo a point guard or a combo guard?
I don't know that he is.
he's just a guard.
Yeah, he's just a combo guard. I don't know what else to say.
He's
What
a
are his
Laker.
odds? What are his odds for the next team?
Isn't it crazy? This guy was a second
Odds
overall
checker.
pick
This is from May though. This is from May 30th. So this is like
a month ago.
yeah. And Phoenix isn't on this list. Charlotte, Atlanta, Memphis, Dallas, and Miami are the top 5. Now those are all like
Charlotte.
Miami would be so dope to see D'Lo, Eric Spoelstra,
that's like their that's their backup option if they can't get Dame.
or Gabe Vincent resigned.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
So I don't know. I don't know where D'Lo goes. Not Dallas.
Where's
Maybe
D'Lo
Charlotte.
from? Does he go to Cleveland?
Does D'Lo go to Cleveland?
Yeah,
Why
He's
the hell
from
would he go-
Cleveland?
Yeah, because
No, he's
Darius
not.
Garland's available for trade.
D'Lo's not from Cleveland, bro. D'Lo's from Louisville.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He went to Ohio.
Maybe he
State,
goes
though.
back to college.
I mean, yeah, Louisville's like right by Ohio. Makes sense.
I do want to say Darius Garland is available for trade.
That's retarded.
You want
I
to
don't buy
say
that.
Darius Garland is available for trade?
Reported this morning.
I don't buy
Why?
that.
Why? Why would that happen?
No idea.
Oh my
what's on-
God, dude. Okay,
talk
4
about
minutes ago. 4 minutes ago, report Cavaliers don't intend to move Darius Garland, but despite recent rumor.
Thank
okay.
you. There we go.
Jordan Clarkson.
Cavs insider Chris Fedor stated the Cavs don't intend to trade the one-time All-Star. Okay. So
Okay. I saw the report
yeah,
this
that
morning.
made no sense.
I saw
That would not make. I know I saw it too, and I just looked it up, but that just doesn't make sense.
It's good that there's a report being like
Yeah, the
saying
most
that
recent report says that that's not going to happen.
not going to happen. Okay. I woke up in this morning when I was putting the show banner together. I saw that tweet. But Jordan Clarkson, contender, or does he chase the bag? And do we believe Jordan Clarkson's numbers?
No, but Jordan Clarkson's mindset right
4
now.
and 4.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson's mindset right now should be to chase the bag. He's 30, bro. He's not getting any younger. This is going to be the last big contract he gets. Chase the fucking bag.
What white guy is this right here?
Hold on.
Looks like
hold
a
on,
warrior.
hold
Is that
on.
Bellizzi?
That is
It looks like
Bielitsa.
yeah, it looks like Bielitsa.
Looks like
This is an old-
Bielitsa.
That's an old picture.
Yeah. Anyway,
Austin
Jordan Clarkson
Reeves.
chased the bag.
So you guys
Lakers-
How is
remember
Austin
a
Reeves
few months
behind
ago,
Clarkson?
Austin Reeves, a few
Restricted
months ago,
free agency, I guess. I think maybe. I don't
Gilbert
really know.
Arenas, restricted free agency. Supposedly, I think the most he can be offered is 4-year, $100 million. Will somebody give him that? I remember there was a time where people were like, "Oh, he's going to get 4-year, $54 million." Will the Lakers pay that? Now it's like he's going to get 4-year.
That was the
$100
debate
million.
before the season. Before the season started, that was the conversation that we had.
It wasn't
And
even
then
before. It was like the middle of the season.
after he like broke out in that stretch about halfway through the year, they were like, "Okay, guys, is he going to get 80?" And now it's like, well, he's obviously going to get 80, but is he going to
They
get
keep him.
100?
I think they learned their mistake with Alex Caruso.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're not going to let him walk. They can't let him walk after they let Caruso. This is a
I know
restricted
Caruso. Was Caruso restricted or unrestricted? I think
Caruso was restricted too.
and they were just idiots. And Caruso's deal was so cheap.
Yeah,
It
they
was
were
like
dumb.
4 years, $38 million.
They were dumb. They were both second round picks or undrafted players. I think Caruso might have been undrafted.
I mean, granted, Lakers were kind of smart because Caruso hasn't been able to stay on the floor.
Yes, but that's like still they missed Caruso. They missed his value.
Caruso, but like granted, Caruso has not been able to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Now let's move on. I say Lakers keep him unless something shocking. Okay, Cam Johnson.
Unless they Joe Johnson it and they let him walk. But I don't know why the hell you would do that.
Cam Johnson's looking at 4-year, $100 million potentially. Nets are willing to pay it, but the Pistons are aggressive to
the Nets.
give it.
The Nets are going to keep Cam Johnson.
Also, I think Cam Johnson probably says fuck playing for Monty Williams again. Because think about every guy who's left Monty Williams' system has broken out.
Yeah.
Why would I go back? So Cam Johnson would go from being the number 2 option on Brooklyn to being the 3rd or 4th option in Detroit. Granted, it's an offer sheet, so you can't really decline it, right?
But the Nets can match it.
Yeah, and you probably tell Brooklyn, I want to be here. I'd rather be the number 2 next to McHale.
Yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't make sense for him to go anywhere else. Like you just said, why? He has a good thing going in Brooklyn right now.
This morning it said Harrison Barnes might get an extension.
Yeah, I saw something like that. I don't know. If they re-sign him, Kuzma's not going to go to Sacramento.
I know, but I want to say that Harrison Barnes, he's all right in the regular season, but this guy's like a notorious playoff shitter.
I mean, he's like not even that good in the regular season. Well, not this past year.
Dude, I used to be a big Harrison Barnes fan. He's like one of the first NCAA tournaments I watched was like Dexter Strickland, John Henson, Harrison Barnes.
What a team. What a team.
Yeah.
What a team. Oh, my God.
Now Dexter Strickland goes by like Ray Gunn.
Dexter Strickland goes by that?
Yeah, search up Dexter Strickland's
name.
Oh,
Baden Jackson.
Baden Jackson. Sorry. My apology. Baden Jackson.
Yeah, Ray Gunn is that one Missouri guy.
Yeah, Theo Ratcliffe.
Ricardo Ratliff.
But Baden Jackson. And guess what? No religious purpose. He said he just wanted to change his name because he wanted a fresh start.
Yeah, and that's fine.
That's so weird.
Hey,
fresh start Jackson. From what? From what, bro?
New name. Kanye West changed his name too.
To Ye?
Yeah,
that's not changing your name. That's just shortening it. You.
No,
asshole.
that is changing his name. He has no last name now.
Yes, no, it's just shortening, giving yourself a fucking nickname. Do not compare Baden Jackson to fucking Kanye West.
All right, fine. Who should I compare him to then?
Someone better.
Like who? What? Should I compare him to fucking Malcolm X? But that was for religious reasons. I can't compare him to Malcolm X.
Lou Alcindor.
Yeah, I can't compare him to him either. That was for religious reasons. This wasn't for
Harrison Barnes, though. Harrison Barnes. You remember when he was like a sought-after free agent in 2016?
Yeah, back in the day.
Dallas.
Yeah, back in the day, and then Dallas traded him because Dallas realized they didn't want him.
Yeah, he's all right. He's nice. I don't know what do you pay him?
15.
This is the guy.
This
is the guy the Kings. Now. This is who the Kings need. Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
Bruce Brown is going to be good this market. I think he's going to have a lot of teams jumping at him.
TP's changing his name someday.
I think Bruce Brown's gonna have a lot of teams trying to get him. There's no reason not to.
Dude, this guy's gonna get the full
what they
level.
say his expected contract is gonna be.
At least the full mid-level exception, which is
it's realistic.
12.
It's like 12.3 or something. 12.8?
Yeah, at least.
Okay, I thought it was like 12.3 or something. He should get more than that though.
I think he's getting like a 3-year $40 million.
He could get like 15 a year.
Yeah, 3-year 45. 4-year 40. I mean 4-year 60.
Yeah, realistically, he could get like 15 a year. Because if the mid-level exception is 12.5, and he's better than that certainly, and you've still
Lana Rose's sloppy seconds.
Lana Rose's sloppy seconds, yeah.
You know that how they do it.
Like he's still 26.
Can we talk about the dark horse team though to sign him?
The Brooklyn Nets.
Boy, no, Miami Heat.
I was gonna say he goes back to the Brooklyn Nets.
Nah. He goes back,
go back to see his kid. Yeah. But no, Miami Heat hometown kid. Yeah,
hometown kid goes back to the Heat because the Heat would probably be like, "You want to be a starter?"
Like, hey, yeah, you want to play next to Jimmy?
Sure.
You want to be in South
where's
Beach?
He from? Where? No, he's not from Miami. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
He went to Miami.
So what, dude? He's a Boston kid.
He's a Boston kid?
Yeah, he went to high school in Massachusetts and then Vermont.
He definitely does not want to go back to the Northeast. He
definitely does not want to go back to the fucking Northeast.
He probably, dude, if anywhere, Miami's his new home.
Yeah, he does not want to go back to the Northeast.
Dude, that kid probably hated growing up in Boston.
Yeah, he's from fucking Boston, dude.
Dude, Bruce Brown probably hated
He's from Boston.
growing up in Boston.
Yeah, he's from Boston. Did not know that. Did not know he was a hometown
Eric,
Celtics
I
fan.
would love if he got D'Lo and Bruce Brown. D'Lo on like a veteran minimum as like a prove yourself contract on a 1-year deal, and then Miami pays Bruce Brown like the full mid level. Oh my god!
Imagine if the Celtics actually got Bruce Brown. That'd be pretty funny.
He just I actually love Boston.
I always love Boston. Oh, what is this from 2 weeks ago from the fucking Celtics fan-sided website that Bruce Brown would be a good fit in Boston? That's not going to happen.
Is Russell Westbrook going to take the hometown discount of $3.8 million and remain a Clippers?
Jeez, that's
What did you say?
Clippers want to sign Russell Westbrook on a $3.8 million deal.
Yeah, Russ might take a discount to stay in LA because clearly he loved his basketball with the Clippers. And what's Russ's value though? This is one of the most Russell Westbrook's value is one of the most complex things.
I think I would give him half the mid-level exception. I wouldn't pay more than $5 million.
Really?
Dude, whatever they
was
paid
good
John
for the Clippers.
Wall. What did John Wall get paid this past year?
He was good for the Clippers though in half the season.
Yeah, what did John
pay him
Wall get?
15.
John Wall's salary, okay? John Wall got paid this year $6.4 million. I'm giving him that.
Wow, he was way better than John Wall this year.
Yeah, he was fucking way better, especially for the Clippers. Dude, he was
John
actually
Wall
good for the
wasn't even
Clippers.
John Wall wasn't even that bad for the Clippers.
Russell Westbrook was much better for the Clippers.
I know, but John Wall.
Russell Westbrook was their best player in the playoffs.
I know, but like $6.4 million. John Wall also is being blackballed right now. He averages 20 minutes a night, 11 points.
Well, he fell in his apartment. He fell in his apartment a few years ago and ruptured his torn Achilles, and he's never been the same since.
I mean, he put up 20 points with the Rockets.
So what, dude? The Rockets were terrible last year.
So did Victor Oladipo. So did Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah, what is your point here, man?
I'm just saying, John Wall. You know who should sign John Wall? The fucking Miami Heat.
Why?
Another injury-riddled point guard.
He wouldn't. Another injury-riddled point guard who wouldn't play.
Josh Hart's staying with the Knicks.
Yeah.
Christian Wood is supposedly Danilo Gallinari and Christian Wood are two guys that the Miami Heat actually have interest in.
Now I can see that Christian Wood needs a change of scenery.
I'm next to Bam, I guess.
He needs a change of scenery.
I mean, let's agree that Eric Spoelstra would teach Christian Wood how to fucking have some hard D.
Yeah. He'd make sure that D is hard.
He'd make sure his D is always hard.
He would make sure that D is always hard all the time.
You know, Miami, they love them hard Ds.
They love those hard Ds in Miami.
They call them hard Ds Rondo.
Oh, no, but Christian Wood needs to change the scenery. Get him the fuck out of Dallas.
You know what's another team that we're all ignoring that Christian Wood would be perfect for? The Golden State
Boston
Warriors.
Celtics.
Golden State Warriors.
Doesn't play defense.
Christian would be their Nemanja Bjelica.
No.
You know who the Warriors need to sign? Realistically.
Nemanja Bjelica again.
No, Dario Saric.
Been talking about this for years.
Oh my god. I
mean,
mean, Ron Adams will get them to play defense.
Ron
Adams will get them to play defense.
Tell me I'm wrong though. Dario Saric would be the better version of Nemanja Bjelica from 2 years ago. Dude, look at Dario Saric's stats with the Thunder. They were insane. Dario Saric, I gotta read you.
Look at Kelly Olynyk's stats with the Rockets.
No, but actually they have Dario Saric. All right, Dario Saric put up 46% from the field, 39% from three, 6.5 points and 3.6 rebounds over the season.
How many minutes did he play a game? Oh, let's look at his per 36 minute stats. Now that's
what Thunder. He played 14 minutes a night, 14 minutes a night, shot 51% from the field, 39% from three, 3.5 rebounds, all right, 7.5 assists. All right,
19.5 points per game and per 36 minutes for the Thunder last year.
Yeah, isn't that fucking wild?
I love per 36 minute stats because you can just use them to lie.
Or his per
you can just use them. You can, per 36 minutes. Oh, or it's per 100 possession stats. Now, those ones, I love them because you can just make anybody seem like a god.
Dude, look at this shit. In 20 games, he was averaging basically per 100 possessions, 25 points a game. Okay.
Yeah. Now, obviously, that's not going to fucking stay.
Yeah, I
at
know.
That pace.
1.5,
I
1.2
know.
steals, 3 assists, 11.5 rebounds. He shot 62% on 2-pointers.
Hey, you know what's encouraging? The 3-point percentage was the same for both teams.
That's what I'm saying. Like, tell me I'm wrong, though. This guy would be a beast for someone like the Warriors.
He'd be okay for them in like
He'd be
15 minutes a night.
He'd be better than Nemanja Bjelica.
For 15 minutes a night. Okay, defensively, would he be, though? Probably not.
He'd be the same.
So now where are we at? Oh,
We're
you're
at
scrolling.
21.
Okay, so we got to go all the way back up. You scrolled too far up. Whoops. So Chris Middleton signs with the Boston Celtics. So the Celtics are going to get every free agent, by the way. That's what we're going to do. The Celtics are getting everybody. Celtics are getting everybody.
Celtics are getting everyone.
They're getting everybody. If you ask me what team I think any player would be a good fit for, Celtics.
You're biased?
Russ?
Except for Kuzma.
Or
wait, did you say Russ? Did you say Russ? Oh, okay.
we're
All
big
right,
Russ fans here.
Yeah, we are big Russ fans here. The biggest. Just like how me and Jackson are big Suns fans, obviously.
Huge Sun fan.
The
over
biggest Suns fans.
I got my guy. I got Beal. Let's go.
Yeah, I got Beal. We don't have Monty Williams anymore.
Yeah.
I want to find out if Monty Williams is a good or bad coach.
I'm actually, now that Monty Williams is no longer the head coach of the Phoenix Suns, I'm a Suns. And Chris Paul is no longer the point guard. I'm a Suns supporter.
Yeah, we're not going to be hating on the Suns next year.
No.
Damn, bro, I missed that. That was always my favorite part of the show.
Sticking to the classics, we're going with the Grizzlies.
Being Suns, dude, we're not going to have the Wizards to make fun of next year either.
Yeah.
Damn, man, it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I think right here, the rest we just start getting into the teeth of the free agency. Rui Hachimura, who's supposedly going to stay with the Lakers.
Yep.
Dylan Brooks is either going to get like a reclamation deal where it's a 1+1 similar to.
Oh yeah, future Rocket Dylan Brooks.
He unfortunately is a future Rocket.
PJ Washington stays in Charlotte. I think
a hopeful future.
Probably,
Rocket.
Yeah. I don't
Dante
see any.
DiVincenzo,
future Nick. Yeah.
Future Nick.
It makes
He's
so much
gone.
Dave
sense.
Benson.
Future Heat. They pay their players.
I think he's got to stay.
I
think he's
forgot
gotta
Karis
stay.
LeVert existed.
Karis LeVert goes to the Warriors. That's the most Warriors-esque.
Karis LeVert is, and then Karis LeVert's going to randomly have games last year, just like he did this year, where he hangs 40 on you.
Yeah,
he looks like a god.
Future
Heat.
Heat. Yeah.
People want him. Grant Williams, future
Heat
Rocket.
tax. Future Rocket. Future Rocket. Future Rocket.
He's a future Celtic.
He's not
Kelly
staying in
Oubre.
Boston.
He's a future Celtic.
Kelly Oubre's either going to Portland or back to the Warriors.
Kelly Oubre, you are a Washington Wizard. No, I'm kidding. He's going to the Warriors.
Dude, he's the Warriors or the Lakers.
You're not a Washington Wizard, Kelly.
He's
Oubre,
going to
I'm
a
sorry.
California team. Kelly Oubre is going to a team in California. That's the plan. Kelly Oubre is too much of a model. He's like, at this point, he's like, I got to go back to the West Coast.
I got to go be a model now.
KJ Martin.
Future
I don't know
Celtic.
where the fuck he goes. I don't even know what his value is.
Sign and trade Grant Williams. Give me Grant. You can take KJ.
Wow.
I'll take it.
Double sign and trade.
It'll be a lot cheaper.
Dennis Schroeder, I think, stays with LA.
Future Hall of Famer. I agree.
Yeah, probably.
Mason Plumlee.
Stays in LA.
Denver. Back to Denver.
No, stays in LA.
Future Rocket.
Stays in LA.
Malik Beasley, I think they pick up the option and trade him. And if they don't trade him, he's going to just be a free agent that no one gives a fuck about.
They probably do.
True.
Lonnie Walker, I don't know what's going on with him.
Oh, go to Portland.
That'd be dope. Trey Jones, do you think he stays in San Antonio? Or
Probably.
does Memphis come up and sign him?
No, he stays in LA. He stays in San Antonio unless they make a trade for another point guard.
Matisse,
Unless San Antonio adds another point guard.
Matisse stays in Portland.
Probably.
Kobe White.
Most of the restricted guys probably stay, except for. Well, I mean, I could see.
They have
Kobe
to choose
leave.
between Kobe or Io.
I could see Kobe leave.
I say Kobe leaves and Io
Who's our
stays.
point guard? We need both.
Seth Curry.
Future Rocket.
And Jalen McDaniels. I think he stays with the Sixers.
Wow.
Probably. I mean, they traded for him at the deadline. I think they're probably going to keep him.
But yeah, I have no idea what happens to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker has been quiet. I also could see him being a guy who goes to Did Malik Monk sign a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal?
I believe it was a 1-year deal. Hold on, let's look.
If Malik gets the bag, Lonnie could be Sacramento's Malik Monk replacement.
Oh wait, Malik Monk's was a 2-year. Malik Monk's was a 2-year. Malik Monk's was the 2-year deal.
Yeah, if Malik Monk was a
2 years,
agent,
about
he'd be the
2 years, almost
free
$10 million
agent.
a year, about $9.5 million a year for 2 years is what Malik Monk signed. So
What you want, and
realistically, Lonnie Walker could sign something in that range. So
Bucks are likely to bring back Jay Crowder, but Javon Carter declines his player option.
Jay Crowder back to the Bucks.
Yeah.
So Javon Carter, if he declined his player option, he's probably gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know where he
Valanciunas
goes.
is on the block.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Javon Carter goes to the Pelicans for defensive guard help, but
Blazers and Clippers heavily discussed the Scoot Henderson for Paul George trade.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
that would have been sick if it happened on the draft. It's too late, Pat. We're past that point now. I think they're committed to Scoot, but
Scoot would be perfect with the LA's new arena.
yeah.
It would be perfect. Now, I think do you think this free agency is going to be boring?
Yes.
No.
Very.
I feel like people always say free agency will be boring, but I think free agency, even if it's pretty low key, is usually kind of fun because there's always something random.
There's always something random that you don't expect, but it's not. We're not going to see Kevin Durant switch teams, or LeBron James switch.
But I think Dame gets traded possibly still. Good 50% chance there.
Maybe. I doubt it. I think every day that passes, it's more and more likely that Dame stays in Portland, and I think Dame is going to stay in Portland at least to the start of the season.
And then he's going to talk about it all year.
If they suck at the deadline, or if they suck in December,
it's going to be another all year thing. No, at the deadline, he's going to be like, if we don't turn it around, when the Blazers are the 11th seed and it's the trade deadline and he's missed 10 games and he's thinking, oh man, if we don't turn it around this year, I might have to go and we're just going to do this whole thing again next year.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He loves Portland, man. You can't blame him. His family's all there right now. He moved him out there. He loves Portland.
Portlandia is a funny show too.
It's the only team he's ever played for.
They got a banging hockey team up north now.
That's all.
Which isn't really applicable, but
yeah, it doesn't really. It's a different state, but
All right, guys. To wrap up the show, The Athletic put these as the most probable trade block residents we could see.
JB will not get traded this offseason.
Let me say these are the most probable, realistic players. Now that John Collins has left the trade block residency, these are the new players that could join the trade block residency. Damian Lillard, obviously, Blazers don't hope this isn't the case. Jaylen Brown, despite the rumors that they're gonna, sign a 5-year, 295, but he could be a guy down the road.
In 2 years,
has never really been on the trade block, but that $235 million extension hasn't even kicked in. But
they just paid Nazarene.
Yep, and then you got Zach LaVine. It sounds like the Bulls could start this trend, but nobody is bringing any good offers because he's got $170 million left. And Miles Turner tried to get traded to the Lakers via a podcast appearance. And
that was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, and he's been rumored for years to be moved. Zion Williamson is a fat fuck, allegedly, who likes to fucking...
Loves porn stars.
The tease has gone on long enough.
Can we agree, though? Mariah Mills, out of all porn stars, that's the one you hit your wagon on. Mariah Mills, out of all... there are so many finer, porn stars.
100%. Zion loves it. Zion likes him a little bigger, though.
Yeah.
They got to be able. They got to be able to match up with his size, so they don't get crushed.
What about Cherokee Diaz or other ones?
Other ones, fucking Zion just likes him big. I guess can't blame him.
Dude, I bet you. And then OG
Zion.
Anunoby. So out of these guys, if you had to choose, who's the most likely to get traded and why?
Probably OG. OG or Miles Turner.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow.
Karl Anthony Towns, the reason why I don't have him as much as the other guys is because, bro, look at that fucking contract. Oh, my God.
But wait, hold up. What if Dame says, I want you guys to trade Anthony Simons, Yosef Nurkic for Karl Anthony Towns?
Then the Blazers probably do it.
I would do that for sure.
Dude, if I'm the Timberwolves, I'd be like, just throw me a protected first.
Yeah, like I just want space. I just want cap space. We're tanking
and I'd be
now.
like, you know what? Anthony Simons is a great point guard. You want Mike Conley? Or we'll send Mike Conley somewhere else, and then we have a backcourt of Simons and Edwards.
Yeah, and we're gonna tank.
We'll re-sign Jaden McDaniels, and then we put Naz Reid next to Rudy Gobert, and we're not.
And then in
that
4
bad.
years,
And then
in 4 years, we're gonna trade Anthony Edwards, and then we're gonna blow it up.
Nah, we'd actually be a lot better than you. Chris Finch is a good coach.
Oh.
So what? That Chris Finch is a good coach, bro. Your team fucking sucks.
I believe in the Timberwolves.
Your team is static.
I need one rebuild at a time, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you don't, man.
I went through a life of 10 years
your
of three
teams,
rebuilds.
No. The Wizards didn't rebuild during your life. They did not rebuild during your life.
Yes, they did. Do you
Yeah,
not remember
when
the
you were
Kevin
five.
Seraphin,
When you were
Seraphin?
five.
I
Shut
was
the fuck
9
up.
to 10 years old.
You got
Kevin
the number one
Seraphin,
pick
John
when you
Wall.
were. You got the number one pick when you were 9 years old, and they haven't been rebuilding
10 years old.
since. It's the 2009 draft. Shut the fuck up.
2010 draft, you asshole.
Okay, yeah, 2010 draft. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay, you guys have not been rebuilding since you were 9. The Wizards are just starting to rebuild. Now the Magic, they've been rebuilding for a little bit, but the Magic are the most promising of your teams right now. Because they actually rebuilded, they have the best future outlook.
I want
your
the
teams
Wizards to
need
get the number one pick for the next 5 drafts.
If all of your teams blew it up right now, that would be great. If the Timberwolves just tanked and blew it
No, we
up,
don't need a tank. We have the top 5 franchise player.
yeah, but you're not going anywhere.
He
You
wants
guys are
to
the
be
9
traded.
seed.
Edwards
You guys are
loves
the-
it here.
You guys are like a 9 seed.
So did KP.
Carly Towns is going to
Didn't
go.
KG love Minnesota too?
Oh, KG loved Minnesota, and they traded him anyway. Yeah, KG loved Minnesota. That's his jersey's still not retired in Minnesota.
TP, what's that common factor between all of my shitty teams?
They all suck.
They all suck.
I mean, I don't know. They all suck.
They're all
I don't know.
shitty teams.
They're all bad. They all try to overstay their welcome of being an average team, and they don't tank when they should. So I guess that's what they have in common.
Do you think Zion's ever going to be traded? I feel like they're getting at the end of their rope. If he's not healthy for a majority of the season, he's gone.
Oh, I think they're going to be done.
I believe the report that he has no relationships.
Oh, 100%.
Because the recent report was that he met with the owner and not David Altman, with Rick. What is it? What is it? What's their GM called? David Griffith? No.
David Griffin.
He met with them, and like the owner and Griffin said that they're going to be more direct and communicative with Zion, which means like, holy fuck, they're just not talking to this guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Zion, man.
Yeah, I just think there's no relationship there.
He's a loner stoner.
He's a loner stoner. You one of those loner stoners. Drawn and shit. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen Place Beyond the Pines, haven't you?
Yeah, we've
had this conversation.
We've played the clip before.
Yeah, we played the clip. Loner stoners. Luke has no idea what we're talking about.
I have never seen that fucking.
One of the best Ryan Gosling and Bradley
good,
Cooper. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
I love Ryan Gosling, and my
So do
buddy
I.
told me to watch it. And like, if you watch a movie about an hour in, I text my buddy. I'm like, this movie, what the fuck am I watching right now? But by the
told
end,
you to watch it, your boy.
Yeah,
Place
he knows
Beyond
I
the
love
Pines.
Gosling.
I love Gosling too. Man crush on Gosling.
Man crush on Gosling.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see Barbie.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The Nice Guys is
I'm
really
going to
good.
theaters to see Barbie.
The Nice Guy.
Well,
of course you are. You're
I'm
gonna
going
go
to
see
Barbie. In
You're gonna see
theaters,
Barbie and
100%.
Oppenheimer back to back.
They
Oh,
probably.
that would be a hell of a day.
I probably only
I
pay
just
for one
saw,
ticket.
I just saw Asteroid City actually this weekend.
Is that good?
It was really good. I was just very pleased.
You know what movie pisses me off that I went and saw theater? I contributed $86 to the box office because I paid for my sister, my mother, and my girlfriend, and myself to go see. I bought 4 movie tickets to go see this movie. No one gave a fuck. For a year and a half, I would mention this movie. I showed everyone this movie. No one knew it. And this movie blew up on TikTok because of a meme. The unbearable weight of massive talent with Nicolas Cage.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. I've been meaning to watch that.
I watched one of those. What is the ones where he's like goes around the world solving riddles and stuff?
What, National Treasure?
Yeah, I saw the first one. No, I think the second.
No, it's actually Knowing you're talking about.
It was pretty solid. I actually was a little surprised.
You seem like a
great movie.
Guy. You know what's a great movie? Nicolas Cage movie? Face Off.
What?
John
Wicker Man?
No, Face Off. John Travolta, Nicolas Cage switch faces. So John
but people know this movie. People know this movie. We know this movie. Nobody knows the Wicker Man. Nobody knows the Wicker Man. Nick Cage in the bear costume or whatever it is. That's
what about Mandy?
Nick Cage.
You guys seen all of? I've seen like half of Nick Cage direct-to-video movies.
Yeah.
From, like,
so you've seen The Wicker Man. You've seen The Wicker Man.
Probably, dude. I have Mandy.
He's in the bear costume.
I think
Look
so.
it up. Look it up. Look up the clip of Nick
Horror
Cage.
movie?
Yes, supposed to be. Supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's not though, but it's supposed to be. It's just a comedy. If you view it like a comedy, it's pretty funny.
TP, I know everything. I love that movie. Pedro Pascal. I saw in theater, showed my dad, showed a few friends. Everyone's laughing watching that movie. You know what's a better movie? Head Office.
Oh yeah, we tried to watch that the other day.
You know what movie I showed my dad last night?
From 99?
What?
No, I'm thinking Office Space.
No, it's Office Space. That's a great movie.
Head Office is some shit movie with Judge Reinhold in it. So.
Oh shit! And Danny DeVito and Rick.
This guy. Wait. Is that the one you told me to watch?
Probably.
I hated that movie. Wait, Cyro one day told me to watch 2 movies, and the one I watched, I did not like it. It had Danny DeVito and Judge Reinhold or whatever his name.
It was probably that then.
And it was so boring. It was just them in an office, and
it was probably that then. Yeah.
Cyro, I didn't watch the other one because the first one. It
wasn't
my type of movie, I guess. What is it called?
Head Office.
Yeah.
Turtle Time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. No, there's a great. Wait.
What are you looking up now?
Oh, yeah. This is exactly it. It's funny. If you look up Head Office
best
on Google.
line is on Head Office is where Rick Moranis has the phone and he's like, "Look, what are you people trying to do to me? I have a $75,000 Mercedes Benz at the shop that's leaking more oil than Poland. I've got a dead father-in-law who's pissed off that he can't have a semi-plot to be buried in. I've got a cat in the hospital at 100 a day. I can put it up in the Hyatt for 75. You guys are killing me up here. I'm dying.
That is a good scene.
I love this business.
That was like early on.
That's my favorite because he goes and hangs up the phone. Yeah, he does. He has a heart attack. He goes and then he puts the phone down. He's like, I'm dying. Puts the phone down, looks at the camera. I love this business. It's just like, okay, let's do Pirtle.
Let's do Pirtle.
I'm thinking about doing a musical at Miami. I want to put you guys. I have to show you guys this musical I want to do.
What is it? Fucking The Book of Mormon?
No, that'd be hilarious. I want to turn this Josh Whedon, I think it is, who did this.
What?
I'm getting it, you asshole. Why are you?
I'm getting it, you asshole.
So it's Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, and I want to play it follows like Neil Patrick Harris as like a supervillain who's like a dork, and he keeps.
I've heard about this.
He keeps getting beat up by Nathan Fillion. And
what a cast!
Yeah, and
2 great leads already.
And I would want Nathan Fillion's name is
Nathan
Captain
Fillion.
Hammer. And Nathan Fillion's what?
There's a 0-minute wait at the haircut.
Bro, they really tried to make Nathan Fillion a star. They
did.
Really tried. They tried so hard. He was getting shoved down our throats and everything. It's like that one Family Guy bit where they talk about trying to make Justin Long a movie star.
I would want to play Captain Hammer.
Like, they tried their hardest to make
So they say Captain Hammer's become a crusader. Political, he's cleaning up the streets. About time.
So they say that it's real love, so romantic. He signed this, so they say we'll have blankets and beds. We
to glory.
Let's all be our best.
Next up, who's gay?
So they say he saved her life.
They say she works with the homeless and doesn't eat meat. We have a problem with her. This is his hair.
This is so nice. I just might sleep with the same girl twice. They say it's better the second time. They say you get to do the weird stuff.
We do the weird stuff. This is perfect for me. So they say.
I love that actress.
Felicia Day.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
You guys ever watch Castle?
Yeah.
No.
That was Castle.
Well, yeah.
I watched
And,
like
and Nathan Fillion's in that too.
I don't know who that is.
Felicia
The
Day's
guy,
in Supernatural.
The Captain Hammer.
The guy I would want to play. If
He's in Castle too.
Nobody
he's
has
the writer.
ever adapted that.
That's the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's Nathan.
Yeah.
Fillion.
Yeah,
That's what his
he's the
name
writer.
is, where he's the writer and he's
Yeah,
like,
he's the writer guy.
Yeah.
that movie. That show is so goofy because that like the premise is so funny, but that Castle used to be one of my favorite shows.
But no, what I want to do, they've never adapted that to stage, that musical. I want to adapt that musical into a playwright and then put it on at the University of Miami. But I want to play Captain Hammer, who's like the egotistical, like self
Superhero.
Who's like actually like the villain in the plot.
Yeah, but he's just because the bad guy's the good guy and the good
Yeah,
guy's the
yeah.
bad
You're
guy.
trying to,
Yeah,
you want to,
yeah.
yeah, and like, because like in part of the show, he
Classic
goes,
movie trope.
yeah, and he goes like, and the hammer's my cock. It's like one of the lines there. He's like, she's about to have the hammer, and then he like looks back at like Dr. Horrible. He's like, the hammer's my cock. And like, I know. It's just like it's like so dumb. This was before Josh Whedon got canceled.
Wait, he did get canceled. I forgot about that. He did.
That's why he's not doing Star Wars and shit anymore.
Yeah, I forgot he got canceled.
All right, who's this? Killian Hayes?
Shit,
I don't know.
probably. Please don't be Killian Hayes.
Are we about to have another first time portal?
Yes,
no portal.
let's go.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson.
He's in the East, right? Oh, it is Cam Johnson.
Fuck.
But he's in the Atlantic though. Wait, how old is he? He's 28 or
That's
29.
Sadiq Bey. No,
He's
it's
a
not.
guard forward.
Oh,
He's
let's
on the
go.
Sixers.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, forward center. Never mind.
That's Joel Embiid. What the fuck? I was thinking of only guards.
Yeah,
So
I was
was I
thinking
for a
guard
second.
forward.
He has small head in that picture.
Yeah, that's not what I thought Joel
Yeah,
Embiid's
I-
face looked
yeah.
like. Or
He's got a tiny
shape
head.
looked like.
That's pretty funny.
Silhouette.
I
Alright.
feel like we were productive here today.
Yeah, we had a good show.
Another
Good show.
night.
Anything else?
Let's play
No?
Guess the Temperature.
It's like 80 something. It's about to be 90.
It's 93.
It
All right, let's
is-
play What's the Feels Like.
84 here in Kansas.
102.
And
My
it
feels like
like-
is 102.
It's 84 here in Kansas, and it feels like 89.
It's literally noon.
It is 75 degrees here in Maryland.
Lucky.
It is, and it feels like
That's the Atlantic. Nice work, Thomas.
it feels like it's 76.
You've had
humidity is at
a lot of
62%.
experience watching Joel Embiid's head, haven't you?
Boys,
Right,
I'll
if
see
you
you
got
tomorrow.
All
Yeah, I'll
right.
Take
see
it
you guys
easy.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Be a friend, tell a friend.